Well, if you're watching this, then somebody actually kept the tape. I didn't think they would. Most people would have thrown it away the moment they saw it. Guess you're different. Alright, let's get into it. Nobody knows who that man really was. He looked straight into the camera. He spoke like there was nothing unusual about what he was doing. Years later, people were still asking the same question. Who was he? And how did one strange videotape end up becoming one of the internet's most talked about mysteries? This is the story of grave robbing for morons. Nobody knows exactly when the tape was recorded. The earliest copies only seem to appear sometime in the late 1980s. Back then, if somebody wanted to share a strange video, they couldn't upload it online. They copied the VHS tape, handed it to someone else, and that person copied it again. That's how this tape spread. The title was impossible to ignore. Grave Robbing for Morons. Most people expected some cheap horror movie. Instead, the tape opened with an ordinary-looking man sitting in front of a camera. He introduced himself as Anthony, and for the next 26 minutes, he talked about robbing graves. Not like someone trying to scare people, not like someone acting in a movie. He spoke so casually that it became difficult to tell whether he was joking or completely serious. At one point, he even held up what appeared to be a real human skull. Then he claimed it had come from a grave. Whether that was true, nobody could prove, but it was enough to make people stop treating the tape like a joke. The more copies that appeared, the more one question started replacing all the others. Who was Anthony? As the internet grew, the tape found a whole new audience. People uploaded clips, forum discussions started. Some viewers were convinced the whole thing was an elaborate prank. Others believed Anthony had actually done everything he claimed. Every small detail was examined. His voice, his accent, the room behind him, even the objects sitting on the table. People hoped one of those details would reveal who he really was. None of them ever did. One theory after another appeared online. Someone claimed they knew his real name. Another person insisted the tape had been filmed as some kind of joke. Others believed it was nothing more than a strange performance. The problem was, none of those stories ever came with solid evidence. Years passed, but nobody managed to put a real name to the man sitting in front of that camera. Maybe that's why people still talk about the tape today. Not because of the title, not because of the skull, but because the easiest question turned out to be the hardest one to answer. Who was Anthony? The tape is still out there. People still watch it. And every now and then, someone discovers it for the first time, pauses the video, and starts looking for answers all over again. Maybe one day somebody will finally recognize the man behind the camera. Or maybe he'll remain exactly what he has been for decades. Just another face on an old VHS tape, with no name anyone can prove.